If you are over 60, there is one simple exercise I want you to start doing every single day, and no, it is not walking, it is not stretching, and it is not spending hours on a treadmill. I want you to pause for just a moment and really listen, because what I am about to share with you could completely change the way you move, the way you feel, and the way you age. Most people believe that getting older automatically means becoming weaker, slower, and less stable, but that is not the full truth. In many cases, the body is not failing. It is simply not being reminded to stay strong. And the one exercise every senior should do every day after 60 is a movement so simple that most people overlook it completely. But once you understand what it does for your body, you may never skip it again. This is Senior Diet Coach, your home for simple, practical, science-backed guidance to help you stay strong, independent, and full of energy as you age. And if you stay with me until the end, I am going to show you exactly what this exercise is, why it works so powerfully after 60, how to do it safely even if your knees feel stiff or your energy feels low, and how just a few minutes a day can begin to change the way your body feels over the next few weeks. Now let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever noticed that some of the hardest parts of aging are not the big dramatic moments, but the small everyday things that slowly become more difficult? Getting out of a chair, climbing stairs, standing at the kitchen counter for too long, getting up from the toilet, carrying groceries, catching yourself when you lose balance for half a second. These are the moments that quietly determine whether you feel independent or dependent, whether you feel capable or cautious, whether life feels open or limited. And here is what most people do not realize. The exercise that helps with all of those daily moments is not complicated at all. In fact, it is one of the most practical movements your body can do, because it trains your legs, your hips, your core, your balance, and your confidence all at the same time. The one exercise every senior should do every day after 60 is the sit to stand, also known as the chair rise. Yes, it sounds almost too simple, sitting down and standing back up from a chair. But done the right way, this one movement is one of the most powerful daily exercises for seniors on the planet. It strengthens the exact muscles your body depends on for real life: your thighs, your glutes, your hips, your lower back, and your core. These are the muscles that help you move safely, react quickly, stay balanced, and remain independent as the years go by. The reason this movement matters so much after 60 is because the body begins to lose strength more quickly if it is not challenged. This loss of muscle does not just affect how you look, it affects how you live. It affects how steady you feel on your feet. It affects your blood sugar, your bone health, your posture, your stamina, and even your risk of falling. Many seniors think the answer is simply to move more, and movement is good, but not all movement builds the kind of strength that protects your future. The body needs a reason to keep muscle. The body needs resistance. The body needs a message that says we still need power, we still need stability, we still need strength. And that is exactly what the sit to stand gives you. Every time you rise from a chair without using momentum, you are lifting a large percentage of your body weight against gravity. That is not small. That is real functional strength training. And every time you lower yourself back down slowly and with control, you are training your muscles to stabilize your joints and protect your body. This is one of the reasons the movement is so powerful. It does not just help you move. It teaches your body how to move safely. Now think about this for a moment. One of the biggest signs of healthy aging is not how far you can walk. It is how easily you can get up from sitting, because that one ability reflects so many other things at once. It reflects leg strength. It reflects balance. It reflects coordination. It reflects confidence. It reflects how well your nervous system and muscles are working together. And if that ability starts to weaken, daily life starts to shrink very quickly. That is why this exercise deserves a place in your day, every single day after 60. Let me paint the picture clearly. Imagine waking up in the morning and standing from the bed without needing to brace yourself. Imagine getting up from the couch without pushing hard through your hands. Imagine walking into the kitchen and feeling a little more solid, a little more steady, a little more in control. Imagine climbing stairs without that heavy, uncertain feeling in your legs. These changes do not always require extreme workouts. Sometimes they begin with one simple movement repeated consistently. Now, before you think, "That sounds good, but my knees hurt," or "My back feels tight," or "I have been inactive for years," let me reassure you. This movement can be adjusted to meet your body where it is. You do not have to drop low. You do not have to move fast. You do not have to do many repetitions. You simply have to begin. That is the beauty of the sit to stand. It is scalable, practical, and safe when done correctly. It meets you at your current level and helps you build from there. Here is how to do it properly. Sit toward the front edge of a sturdy chair, with both feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart. Keep your chest lifted, your shoulders relaxed, and your eyes looking forward. Lean your body slightly forward from the hips, not by rounding your back, but by bringing your nose gently over your toes. Then press through your heels and slowly stand up. Stand tall at the top without locking your knees. Then lower yourself back down with control until you gently touch the chair and sit. That is one repetition. If you need support in the beginning, it is perfectly fine to use your hands lightly on the chair or armrests. There is no shame in that. The goal is not to prove anything. The goal is to teach your body to get stronger. Over time, as your muscles improve, you can use less support and rely more on your legs and core. Now let me tell you why doing this every day matters so much. The body responds to consistency more than intensity, especially after 60. A lot of people wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect routine. They wait until they feel stronger before they begin. But strength does not come first. Repetition comes first. Your body changes because of what you do often, not because of what you do once in a while. And this movement is perfect for daily practice because it is low risk, highly functional, and easy to fit into ordinary life. You can do it before breakfast. You can do it after brushing your teeth. You can do it while waiting for your tea to heat up. You can do it during a commercial break. You can do it after your walk. When an exercise becomes part of your life instead of a separate event, it becomes much easier to stay consistent. And when you stay consistent, the results begin to build quietly and powerfully. Now let us talk about something deeper, something many seniors feel but do not always say out loud. Fear. Fear of falling, fear of getting weaker, fear of becoming dependent, fear of not being able to trust your own body. This fear is real, and once it enters the mind, it changes the way the body moves. People start being more cautious. They avoid certain stairs. They stop getting up as often. They limit their movement without even realizing it. And that lack of movement creates more weakness, which creates more fear, which creates even less movement. It becomes a cycle. The sit to stand helps break that cycle. Why? Because it gives you a safe and controlled way to practice one of the most important movements in daily life. You are not on the floor. You are not moving fast. You are not jumping. You are practicing rising and lowering with support right behind you. And every time you complete that movement with control, your brain receives a powerful message. We can still do this. We are still capable. We are still stronger than we think. That kind of confidence matters more than most people realize. And there is another reason this exercise is so valuable after 60. It helps preserve your independence. Independence is not only about being able to drive or live alone. Independence is built from little actions repeated all day long. Standing up, sitting down, reaching, turning, carrying, recovering your balance. The stronger and more stable you are in those small moments, the more freedom you keep in the bigger picture of life. This is why doing a daily sit-to-stand routine can have effects far beyond exercise. It can change how you walk through your day. It can reduce hesitation. It can increase confidence. It can help you feel more willing to leave the house, visit friends, go shopping, travel, and stay active in the world. Strength does not just change the body, it changes the size of your life. Now you may be wondering how many repetitions you should do. The answer is simple. Start with what feels safe and manageable. For some people that may be 5 repetitions. For others it may be 8, 10, or even 15. The goal is not to exhaust yourself. The goal is to wake up the muscles and challenge them just enough to send the message that they are still needed. If 5 feels hard but doable, begin there. If 3 is all you can manage with good form, begin begin there. Starting small is not weakness. Starting small is wisdom. And here is something deeply important. Do not rush the movement. Slow is better than fast. When you stand up with control and lower yourself with control, your muscles work harder and your joints are better protected. The lowering phase is especially powerful. That slow sitting down movement builds control, coordination, and real-world strength. In fact, one of the best ways to progress this exercise is not by doing more and more repetitions right away, but by slowing down the movement. Stand up normally, then lower yourself over 3 slow seconds. 1, 2, 3. That alone can make the exercise dramatically more effective. Breathing also matters. As you rise, gently breathe out. As you sit back down, breathe in. This helps support your core, improves rhythm, and keeps the movement feeling smoother and more controlled. It may sound like a small detail, but small details create better results and safer movement. Now let me speak to anyone who feels discouraged right now. Maybe you used to feel stronger and you do not anymore. Maybe you have already noticed changes in your stamina or your balance. Maybe you feel frustrated because your body no longer responds the way it once did. I want you to hear this clearly. Needing to rebuild is not failure. It is simply the next chapter. Your body is still adaptable. It is still responsive. It is still listening to the signals you give it. And when you practice this one movement daily, you are giving your body a very powerful signal. Stay capable, stay engaged, stay strong. You do not need a perfect past to build a better future. You do not need to be athletic. You do not need to be pain-free. You do not need to do an hour of exercise every day. You just need to begin where you are and repeat the right movement often enough for your body to remember what it can do. And that is why this one exercise deserves to become part of your daily routine after 60. Of course, let me be responsible here. If you have severe joint pain, a recent injury, dizziness, recent surgery, or a serious medical condition, please speak with your doctor before starting any new exercise habit. Your safety comes first. Mild muscle effort is normal. Sharp pain is not. Always work within a range that feels safe and controlled for your body. But for most seniors, this movement can be a game changer, because it does not train your body for the gym. It trains your body for life. For the chair at the dinner table, for the couch in the living room, for getting out of the car, for rising from the toilet, for standing up with dignity, confidence, and control. That is real fitness after 60. Fitness that serves your life directly. And there is something else I want you to understand. Many people think results have to be dramatic before they matter, but that is not how real progress usually begins. Real progress begins quietly. You notice that getting up feels a little easier. You notice that your legs feel a little more alive. You notice that you do not push so hard with your hands. You notice that your steps feel more stable. You notice that you trust your body a little more. These small signs are not small at all. They are evidence that your body is adapting. They are proof that change is happening. So if you try this and at first it feels awkward, that is okay. If your legs feel tired after a few repetitions, that is okay. If you need to hold the chair, that is okay. You are not behind, you are building. And that building process is exactly what your body needs. Now imagine what can happen if you stay with this for the next 30 days. Just 5 minutes a day. Just a few careful repetitions done with intention. You could begin to feel stronger in your legs, more upright in your posture, steadier in your balance, and more confident in your movement. Not because of a miracle, but because your body responds to what you practice. And that is the message I want you to carry with you today. Aging does not mean you stop training your body. Aging means you train it more wisely. You choose movements that matter. You choose exercises that protect your independence. You choose habits that support your future self. And few exercises do that better than the simple sit to stand. So if you are over 60 and you have been wondering what one exercise you should do every single day, this is it. Sit down with control. Stand up with strength. Repeat with patience. Repeat with consistency. Repeat until your body starts believing in itself again. If this message is helping you, make sure you subscribe to Senior Diet Coach for more simple and practical guidance for healthy, strong aging. And if you are ready to begin, I want you to make yourself one promise today. Do not wait for next week. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait until you feel ready. Stand up from your chair a few times today with care and intention, and let that be the beginning, because your age does not decide how strong you can become from this point forward. Your daily habits do, your consistency does, your willingness to begin does, and sometimes the most life-changing transformation starts with something as simple as standing up from a chair and sitting back down again. Start today. Your future body will thank you.